to get started. We are ready to go. Thank you for early start. I just thought, you know, get it done before it gets too hot. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, ski down. Here we go. Good. Keep doing that one for me. Open that chest and swing your arms down. If you don't have a head yoke, it's okay. You can just stand on the floor. I mean, just like a little massage on our feet. And later on, stretch using it to stretch the calves. Okay, we're going to open the chest. Inhale, exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, open, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. And let's open and twist to the side and twist the other way. Lovely, good. Really focus on taking both elbows back, not just the one that goes back, even the one at the front. One more, lovely, well done. Inhale your arms up. Interlace your fingers above you, and then exhale, take that side stretch. And then switch over to the other side. Let's do that again. We take a side stretch and then round with the upper back. And then go the other way. And let's do that again. Little circles with the upper body. And here we go. Lovely. Place the hands behind your head. Pulse your elbows back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interlace your fingers behind you. Shimmy your spine. Roll those shoulders back. And then hinge forward into the lovely tabletop. And then come back up. Avoid lifting the bind up. Because once you lift the hands away from your pelvis, it then brings your shoulders like forward. And we want the shoulders to stay back. And focus on stretching the hamstrings. That's it. So when the shoulders are back, we can then bring the breastbone forward. Okay, now stay here and then bend one knee, bend the other knee. Let's switch again and again. Rise up. Lovely. We're going to take a cat-cow, so rest on your thighs. Push the shoulder blades apart from each other and then bring them together. So we round into the cat and then we open the chest into the cow. Round and open. Round and open. Keep moving through the spine. Reach down through the gap and lift up. 1, 2, 3. And hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it back. Peel that shoulder open and then grab hold of the opposite ankle. Lift the opposite arm. Take the arm behind you. Roll up to the sofa. No, go down actually, sorry. And dangle side to side. And then roll up, rest on your thighs and take the second arm, reaching up. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it up. Take it back, open that shoulder. Grab the opposite ankle and the arm behind your back. Again, roll up through the spine. We're going to do a little squat where we connect elbows to the thighs but keep the back straight. And then we take one arm up, one arm down, push through the heel of the hands to stretch fully all the tendons in our arms, forearms. Focus on extending both arms all the way. Looking up. 2 more. Nice, well done. Lift your arms up, place the hands behind your head, pulse your elbows back, 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 back. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're gonna release one arm and then take it behind us. We then follow our gaze, follow the hand, keep looking down and then look down even furthermore. Bend your knees to look behind you. Go into a little back bended twist and then return back. So release the other hand, gaze following the arm, the hand, and then sink back. Return and release. And again. Twist. One more. Nice, well done. One more thing before we get the balls to do the tapping. We stretch the neck by pushing the heel of the hand down and drop the head to the side. Look down. Stretch that neck and then switch. And then also place your hands on your lower back. Look to the right, roll the chin to look left. Nice head rolls. Beautiful. Good. Okay, so grab the balls. Just one. Grab some water. We're going to tap the shoulders to release them. If you don't have any ball, tennis ball is okay as well. You can just use the fist to tap. Tap the front of the shoulder. These balls are fairly big, spiky, but they are soft. And that's quite nice about, that's what it's nice about them. So front of the shoulder, to open this area that often gets tight and brings the shoulder forward. And then go around that shoulder. And don't forget, we're stretching the calves here. So one heel, ladies, sorry, I didn't specify it, but drop one heel down. So we can take the advantage of being on a hedge. You can stretch the calves as we focus on one shoulder only. Okay, and then tap into your armpit. Tap below the armpit. Good. Drop the ball and then just step back on to the hedgehog and circle your arms and just notice the difference in mobility of that shoulder. Reach sideways and the other way. We're going to actually now circle that shoulder quite fast to like increase the synovial fluid into it. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see, I do all these movements with my shoulder and it just feels like I haven't got a problem with the issue. But did I have a hell of a night at night again? You know, pain right in here, those tendons, you know. Oh, Yes, so it just means that there is still inflammation, but I don't know if it's the Voltarol gel that I put on it at night that suddenly makes my shoulder feel like so good and mobile, you know. But anyway, switch over to the other side, the second here. But yesterday I actually started to. I was covering a class at the gym, so then I stayed in a gym behind, and I did 2 exercises. I did 2 exercises that I can do for my kind of shoulder injury, which basically the 2 exercises working the back, and that keep tapping, that is basically a rowing. So chest supported row and lat pull down. Still avoiding the push-ups and all that. So yeah. Yeah, and that kind of brings me, we need to work on it in a small group PT on the back muscles more. Yeah, and there is a way to kind of adapt rowing and obviously pull up action that we do anyway. Okay, tap around the shoulder. Pauline, are you around this week for the small group Tuesday? Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do Tuesday. Definitely, yes. Are you working from home on Tuesday? Yeah, cool. And then tap into the armpit. Tap below the armpit. Okay, lovely. And now drop the ball, step onto the hedgehog, and then circle both arms and just notice the difference. Okay, which side is more stiffer maybe? Reach sideways, which side is more open? Now we're gonna circle that shoulder, the second shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the arm straight. 7, 8, 9, 10, and go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, well done. Okay, let's step off the hedgehog, grab some water again. We're gonna do a little bit more mobility for the back. Okay. So let's take a wider stand over the shoulder width and go for another cat-cow. One thing we forgot to tap is the lower back. I may come back to it. Yeah, and the top of the shoulders actually. So yeah, let's do this. Again, another sort of mobility series with the wide legs. So twist to look over the one shoulder, inhale. Exhale, twist to look over to the other side. And again. There we go. Well done. We're going to go down on all the way. Grab hold of your elbows and then shift side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then yesterday, actually, I was at the gym covering a class, and there was like, you know, it's just like, I don't know. There was a lot of pensioners in a gym when I stayed behind and did a little bit of that upper body. And I was thinking, oh my God, you know, my mom, she's 78. She's, you know, so good in her brain, but the body, because she just doesn't exercise, it's hurting her a lot, you know. And you see all these pensioners, you know, going there, and surely they're experiencing a lot of pain, but they do something about it. So then I came back home and I rang my mom up. So we are now reaching forward. And I said, Mom, what are you doing? And she said, oh, I'm in a cottage. Enjoying some sort of cake breakfast thing that she made, rise up. Hopefully she is watching the live stream. Okay, we're gonna go back to the hedgehog. And I said to her, you know, about my sort of experience, because like this gym that is just like 5 minutes from me, that they do loads of classes, like, and I covered those classes, chair yoga, you know, mobility. So all these pensioners are just, you know, these classes are fill up with the pensioners, you know. And I can see, you know, they come with the stick, you know, they are a lot less mobile than my mum. But they still do it. Because this particular gym really focuses on it. We're going to drop one heel down.
Maybe the GP surgeries are now advising people to go.
Yeah. And I think, you know, and kind of, I think the issue in Czech Republic, yes, my mom did not, you know, look around if there is anything like that. But I don't think things like that don't exist, you know, like, you know, the gyms, I just cannot imagine they will have the pensioners there. They're just going to have the people who just want to train and, you know, sort of aim for that category of people. So then I said, look, I am going to literally, I said, right, okay, you finish your breakfast. And I did like little chair yoga for her online. And I'm going to record some videos that will be on YouTube, just literally, so she can follow and get moving.
GPs, they do social prescribing.
Social prescribing, GPs, yeah. Yeah. The other gym I train, there's loads of people that, you know, they are in that gym, you know, sent from GP, and they don't have to pay for anything. And yeah, so there is loads of here in England, but I don't think it's working in Czech. Yeah, so tap your lower back. Because she would be so much better off if she would, we're gonna switch the heel, if she would be active. But it was always all the life, you know, it was my dad who used to play tennis, you know, and be, you know, skiing and everything. And my mom just was there sort of in the background doing the house and everything. And I think loads of women of that age category, you know, I used to, especially sort of in Europe, I used to just be the housewife, you know, and look after the family. Whereas here in the West, it's not as common. And I think, like, I spoke to my Polish clients and they say about their mums exactly the same thing. No exercising, just running around the house and, you know, being busy doing stuff around the house, you know, garden, cooking, you know, animals if they've got.
It was like that here.
Here as well, but it changed. It changed, yeah, absolutely, it changed. Yeah. Great, okay. So there we go, that's just a thought about exercising in older age and accessibility in a different countries. So we are going to and I think you either got it in you or you don't. My husband doesn't have it. The wanting to exercise, and my mom doesn't have it. She was like, after 5 minutes, okay, well, I've got to go and cut the hedges, you know, how long have we got left, you know, and then, so I kind of cut it short. We're going to open the chest here and then reach up and then take a side bend. I cut it short, and then after that we finished. She's still on her phone. I thought, my mum, I thought, Mum, you've got to do your hedges, you know. So, yeah. There we go. Okay, we're gonna roll down, soften here, and just dangle, and then walk the hands up and pedal the feet. Let the head to dangle. And let's now crouch to tap the knees and then go back up, down, and up, down, and up. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna lift the right leg up high and then just circle it in the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we know how to flip now, ladies, with that right leg? I like to go into that rock star. So that right leg needs to flip over and land close to, there we go. So just take a seat here with the right leg close to your hip and left leg extended. And then we lift into the rock star. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now we're gonna flip back up into that single leg down dog and then lower down. Good. We're gonna do the same on the other side. So left leg and then rock it up. 1, circle around. 2, 3, 4. Go the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now keep the heel close to the butt. That's the best way to kind of figure out what needs to happen. And then you land and then you rock up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well done. Return up into single leg down dog and lower it down. Good. Okay, drop the knees down. Take the hands outside of the mat. Chest opening push-up. So they are not a really strengthening. It's not a strengthening exercises, but it's the one that kind of opens the front of the body. So let's do 10 of these. 2, 3, kissing the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's bring the hands to the front. Drop the chest. Look forward. We are in a puppy pose. And then engage your core and round the back. And then look forward. And then look back towards the knees. So here we're doing cat-cow, really sort of a shoulder opening exercise. Okay, 2 more. And last one, lovely. We're going to take a lat stretch. So slide the right hand close to, so underneath of your shoulder, and the left hand needs to go on a pinky side, like you want to shake someone's hand. And that pinky side will slide forward, look to the right, drop the air down, and feel the stretch across the side of your body. The shoulder, the lats. And then bring it in, second side. So slide, slide, slide it out. Nice, well done. We are going to step the right foot forward and then come into the lunge with the right arm up. So take a right leg forward, right foot. So you're okay, yeah. You are okay. Yeah, Pauline. Yeah. Lift your right arm up. Right arm. Right. The other one. I know you want to look this way. Yeah, what's going on? But don't worry. Soon it will change the orientation. So take that right hand behind you. And then place the right hand to the inside of that foot. And then just rock it up. Stretching the hamstrings. Good. We're gonna go back to the lunge. Take it behind you, the arm. And now with the left arm, we're gonna lower down like little push-ups here. So that it kind of increases the stretch when you press down. So here we go. One, you really feel it into that right hip flexor, hip, hamstrings. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're working your left arm a little bit with the presses. 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's now take that left leg back and we're going to step in with the right leg. We lift the left leg. Okay, sorry. We step in forward with the left leg. Okay, so now we've got the left leg back. And then take the left arm behind you, peel that shoulder open. Nice. And then we're going to come down here and then rock it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then lift it up, take it behind you and do the push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've done everything, haven't I? Yeah. And then bring it back. We are going to now tuck the toes. Find the down dog. Let those shoulders now again open up and then shift forward into the plank. Make sure that core is fully engaged and then rock back again. Let's do 8 more like this. So we've got the second one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop the knees down. And we're gonna lower down onto the tummy. And do a little bit of back bending. So let's bring the arms to face each other, palms facing each other. And we're gonna lift the upper body and also the like Superman lift. But first, actually, before we lift into quite a intense back bend, we're gonna go with the opposite arm. So let's do 8 alternating, opposite leg, opposite arm. 2, 3, don't overlift the head, keep the neck long. 4, 5, 6, 7, think about reaching forward. 8, with the toes, with the fingers, and back with the toes. 9 and 10. And now let's go both arms, both legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we're going to take the right hand out. Make sure that hand is aligned with the shoulder. And then we're gonna roll over the left leg over the right and then take a broken wing stretch, which is nice to open the front of the shoulder again. Okay, let's go and switch over to the other side. Excellent. Okay. Before we come up, we're gonna lift into the swan. So you can have your hands quite wide and then rise up into the back bend. That's it. And then we look over the shoulder and look the other way. And then push the floor away. Take a child's pose for a moment. And stretch your back. Yeah, my mom is watching there. And there's loads of other people on it today, so make sure you guys, hi everyone, hello, 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 loads of in chatting, saying hi, thank you. Okay, we are going to release the shoulders. So we're going back to the hedgehog. But if you don't have a hedgehog, you can use a roller for what we're gonna do. You can use some balls. All right. If you've got any roller, you basically put it like this and do what we're doing over the roller. Those short rollers that are quite spiky, this is perfect as well to do it on them. Hedgehogs are better though. Nothing beats the hedgehog. And guys, if you want a link on Amazon, there's just one hedgehog on the UK Amazon that is being sold from this company. Then please message me and I will send you the link. And I get a little commission as well from that. Okay, so we are rocking over. And oh, this feels so good on that shoulder. You really feel like you're doing some good to the muscles on the shoulder blade. Nice, okay. So we're going to lounge over it. Now notice that the hedgehog is not really in my armpit. It's more kind of underneath, in that shoulder area. So we're gonna lounge over it like this, stretch out, and then connect to the elbow. Reach out and connect to 3, 4. Feel free to support the head on this one. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 it is. I'm gonna do 8 on each. So we're going to now go on a side, get into the lats more, and then connect palms to each other, and then rock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now support the head, grab hold of your foot and move. Stretch your quadricep. And then we're gonna do one more, we're gonna rock. So send that leg back as far as it goes, lean forward over the hedgehog or the roller to get into your pecs, and then kick it to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the body, rock over the spikes. 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Well done. Now take the hedgehog out and feel the magic. Feel the magic of that one side of your back. Fully grounded all the way to the pinky finger. You will feel that the whole arm is just kind of resting on the floor. So much softer. And more of it is in contact, whereas the other arm and the shoulder is kind of very, very still kind of tight. And we're gonna fix it. So let's go up and switch over to the other side. And first of all, support the head and rock over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now support the head, reach, lounge over this. Inhale and then exhale, connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now go on the side. Turn the bottom palm up. Connect palms to each other. And then here, 1, 2, lower and then lift. Yeah, lower, reach forward and lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well done. We're going to now grab the foot to stretch the quad. And let's kick it. 1. This is a nice hamstring stretch. 2. Dynamic 1. 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, let that body rock over that hedgehog. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Okay, we're going to take it out and compare both sides again. And you will probably find that the one you just did feels again a lot better than the first one. And that's because the fascia can literally get tight again very quickly. Lovely. Okay, we're just gonna quickly put the hedgehog underneath of our head. Pauline, do you mind going into the cupboard to get yourself a block? Jess, you don't need a block, do you? Jessica? Do you? From one for this, for the head.
No.
You okay? Yeah, you can put your head down.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay. The balls as well. We're gonna put the balls underneath of our lower back. So the hedgehog is underneath the shoulders. So even the roller would work on this. Roller will be higher than the hedgehog, so you may need some sort of head support for sure. Or you may not go all the way down to the floor, but I like to sort of rest and open up here on the floor in this back bend. So even a block will work to put it underneath of this area to go into the back bend, and any 2 tennis balls underneath of the lower back. And we're gonna just stay here in this open position and lift the pelvis. But lift the pelvis and tuck the pelvis. So we are creating a pelvic tilt. So I'm not lifting away from the balls. I am tucking, using my core and bringing the ribs close to the hips. So rocking that pelvis. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay. We are now going to inhale into the belly, engage the core by doing the pelvic tilt. So lift the bum and tuck it under. And then we're going to exhale, bring the knee to the elbows. Yes. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly return it back. Now, this is important that you get the stages right. First, you lower the foot. Then you lower the bum. Then you lower the head. Why you don't drop the head first? Because the minute you drop the head, you open this connection here. And we want to maintain that connection for as long as we can to get a deeper, longer core engagement. Inhale. Engage. Tuck. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Return it back. At home, guys, if you want the link to the balls, I can send you the link as well to the balls. They are really, really good because they are soft and the spikes are not too hard. Inhale, engage, exhale, connect. Now, let's send that leg back to stretch out. Inhale, exhale, send that leg out. Now, again, the bum is over the floor, the core is engaged. We're gonna inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Maintain this rib to hip connection. 2 more. That's it. Okay, now we are going to take that leg into, we are still engaged, right? We're gonna take it into a figure of 4. We are still engaged, but now we're gonna drop the bum and release. And we are going to do pelvic tilt and lift the head with the figure of 4. 1, yeah, 2, 3, 4. Now, could we, and I think I've done this before, but lift those legs. That's quite hard. Okay, so but what we're going to do, we're gonna lift the heel, not the legs, because we kind of tend to, if we lift, it can't be done, but everything kind of moves quite a lot underneath of us. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 8 more, but lift the heel only. And that actually really then works the core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, put the heel down when you rest. 6, 7, 8, uncross it and have a rest. That was a very, very long sequence. So rest it out. In fact, open the legs into the butterfly and just let the hips open up. In this back bend position, very arched position, which is really, really important to do as often as you can because we spend so much time rounding forward. So the body needs to be going back. Okay, let's do the second side. So inhale, engage, exhale, make the move. Inhale, do nothing. Exhale, stretch the leg. Inhale, do nothing. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Gaze to your toes. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, go all the way up. Cross over. Drop the pelvis, drop the head. And do a full pelvic tilt, just a pelvic tilt. Nothing else. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we do 8. Pelvic tilt, head lift, and heel lift. 1. And you really notice suddenly your core work that. 2, 3, 4. This honestly, I love this sort of combination where you train your core. You're getting a massage on your lower back and your shoulders are getting released. You are in a back bend. You're getting massage on your upper back from the hedgehog. Absolutely brilliant combo to use these two pieces of equipment. Okay, last crunch. And let's relax and open again. We are going to now bring the legs together, lift the head, and just rock over the hedgehog and really get into those shoulders for one more time. And then rock up to come into the seated position. And then just take a forward fold here. And I check the time so I can see how long have we got left. We need to wrap up. Okay, I think what we're going to do, the last 5 minutes we have got, we're just gonna go onto the roller and focus on a good breath work. On the breath work that will strengthen your core if you learn to do it properly. Yeah. Grab your rollers, ladies. And lie down. You don't need a block for this, no, because your head will be on a roller. The rollers that we use are again special because they're only 6 inches. But if you've got a long one no, they are 4 inches. 6 is the classic roller. Less of the spine being supported, it means more muscle will get to release. So our roller is thin and therefore it just supports only a certain area of our back. And whilst we're going to focus on breath work and practicing the deep inner core engagement, we get to release the back body. The muscles that are not supported from the roller will have the opportunity to relax. The chest will open and everything else. So with your knees bent, just listen down to the cues and just focus on this breath work which involves core engagement. So inhale into the belly first. Establish that we can all breathe to the belly. So the belly needs to rise on the inhale and fall back on the exhale. Yeah, you can place the hands onto the belly and just focus on that breath. Good. Now place one hand on your lower ribs, just there. Take a deep breath into the belly. The belly hand will rise. Now engage the pelvic floor and you should feel tightening. That belly goes tight. Exhale the breath out. And stay engaged. Now we turned on our corset. We made it super tight. We're gonna breathe into the lower ribs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lateral thoracic breathing. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. 3 breaths. When we finish that 3rd breath, we're gonna release the core. Remember, when we are on a roller, we do not tuck the pelvis that we've been tucking earlier. We want to learn to engage the core in a neutral spine. So we use those pelvic floor muscles, we pull them up, and everything, the whole area, the 360 area should hug in. So let's do that again, and we're going to then put some movement to it. Inhale. Engage. So create that engagement, and let's now lift opposite leg, opposite arm up. Lifting the 2nd heel just to hover. Inhale, stay engaged, and then exhale, slowly return it down. The whole idea that you're working very slowly, mindfully, connecting the movement with your exhale. Notice when I cue inhale, we don't move. We only move on the exhale. Let's do it on the other side. Inhale. Make that engagement, zip up, and now exhale. Lift the leg very slowly. Connect the length of the lift with the length of your exhale. Lift the opposite arm, lift the heel. Stay engaged in that core set and take a breath into the ribs. Inhale. Do nothing, and then exhale. Make that lowering again. Connect it to your breath. If you are on a roller, the roller is giving you feedback. If you're wobbling as you're doing this, it's giving you a message. You've got to tighten that deep inner core a lot more. Inhale. Engage. Exhale. Lift the first leg up. Lift the second heel to challenge that core again with the heel lift. Opposite arm will challenge the balance. We do not take the arm back. We just reach up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, lower everything down slowly, slowly, slowly. Now you can see if your core is quite strong, you can play with that second foot a little bit coming off the floor to hover, as long as you don't feel it in your back. Okay, let's go again. Inhale, engage. Exhale, float. Lift the heel. Inhale, stay engaged. Exhale, put the heel down and lower, 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 lower. Now see if you can lift that bottom foot or keep it lifted and really work that both feet towards the end of the floor. If your core is ready for it. If not, just put the foot down and lower the moving leg. Okay. Beautiful, well done. We are going to do one more sequence where we use the free breaths by extending the leg. You know this one already. So inhale, engage, exhale, float. Lift the second foot. You can see I am lifting the foot as well. But if you are beginning with your core, keep the foot on the floor. Inhale, exhale, put the foot down, heel down, and stretch the leg out. This arm doesn't move. A lot of people tend to go back. No need for it. Inhale, stay engaged. Exhale, return the leg back up to the tabletop. Challenge the core with lifting the heel again. Inhale. Exhale, lower everything down, 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 down. Really follow my slow pace because that will teach you how to connect with your deep inner core and really strengthen that core so your whole back is supported. Honestly, I'm 48, and when I was in my 40s, that was before I started to teach this, right? I was just doing my like teaching fitness, and I had horrendous back pains. Oh gosh, it was really, really bad, and that's why I got into Pilates, right? And then studied how, the pelvic floor and everything gets connected. And kind of these rollers taught me this technique, actually. The classical Pilates, the training I remember, it wasn't about core engagement. Yeah, engage your core, but not really connecting the breath with each move as I teach it. It was these rollers that they taught me. If I now really kind of use the exhale to make a move and focus on that core engagement, I'm gonna get a strong core. And since then, I've never ever experienced any back issues, so it does work. And of course, the mobility helps as well. So let's do the second side. And again, listen out to the cues. Inhale into the belly. Engage the pelvic floor. Feel that neutral spine. Everything should be in this position. Exhale. Lift the second leg up. Lift the heel. That's it. Come on, come on, come on. Up, 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 up. Pull in. Heel. Okay? If you lift the foot, you're gonna be wobbling like crazy. And the whole point is that you learn to kind of do everything. If, you know, that heel lift needs to be so slow and so mindful so you don't wobble. Okay? But the minute you do that, you know, you lose it all. So inhale, put the heel down, exhale, stretch the leg out. So as you do every single move, you've got to control it, and you need to make sure that there is no wobble. Inhale, exhale, bring that leg up to the tabletop, lift the heel, really mindfully. There we go, there we go, there we go. Good, inhale, and then exhale, slowly lower everything down. That's it, nice and slowly. Back to finish, don't stretch it out, put it back down, Pauline. There we go, there we go. And then land and release. Was it better? Yeah. You know, but it just takes time. It takes time. The body is not used to it. And every time people do it for the first time, second, even third time, it just gets like the body is not used to it. But once you build that inner core strength, like I feel it in my body, it's just like a rock solid there, you know, and you can really play with it. I'm going to bring the soles of the feet together and open again into the butterfly to just kind of relax the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor has been working here quite a lot, even though I always say engage from the pelvic floor. But once you are in that long sequence, don't worry if that pelvic floor relaxes. You know, literally just kind of, you know, use the pelvic floor to get that deep core engagement, but doesn't need to be super tight at the end of the sequence as it is at the beginning. It will still be engaged because as you're focusing on your core set to be tight throughout the whole sequence, that's your focus, not the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor still will be somewhat engaged, okay? Somehow, or what's the correct way to say it, Pauline? Somewhat engaged? Did I say? Somewhat. Okay, well done me. Okay, we're gonna come back up and we're gonna now hug opposite knee to the chest. And then switch over to the other side. And now we're gonna come off the roller and enjoy the beautiful feeling, blissful feeling on our back. So, like I said, you're gonna feel literally still the sort of middle of the spine, kind of, you know, like you've still got that roller there, but the sides that were not supported by the roller are just nice and grounded. Everything is nice and soft and released. And we're gonna hug the knees to the chest, so rock side to side. And let's just give the spine nice twist. So we're gonna hug the knees with the left arm and then roll them over. Ah, that feels so good. Let the right shoulder to open up. I do like this spinal twist with the knees close to the chest because it really like gets into your back. And then switch over to the other side. And so you understand the difference between the two spinal twists, knees close to the chest we just did, but what about feet on the floor and knees here? So let's do it here. And that goes a little bit more into the hip, rather than into the spine. And then roll over to the other side. Hug both knees to the chest, rock side to side. And then feel free to roll on a side if you want to take it easy, or rock it up. Come into the little squat ball, nose to the knees. Stretch the neck, push the hips away. Take a forward fold and just notice how much closer you are now after all this myofascial release and stretch. Roll up through the spine. Inhale your arms up. Let's just stretch back a little bit. Stretch the core and then exhale your arms down. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies here. Thank you online. Might see you next week if I've got some clients online. So yeah, see you again. Thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Bye.